Fridge, please. Hello, everyone. Good evening. Welcome to the Journey Series, episode 4 on the journey to what? To purpose. All right. Welcome to the journey. Welcome to the Journey Series. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. If you are here right now, hey Chidima, how are you doing, ma'am? It's good to have you. All right. If you're here right now, say hello to us. Let's know that you have joined us. Where and let us know where you're joining us from, and if you are using Facebook as your platform or YouTube as your platform to join us. My name is Maribeth Chima. I am the founder of the Parenting Through Mentorship Academy and PTM Resources. At PTM Resources, what we do is we create resources, we create tools that parents can use to work with their children effectively. All right, we create products, we create programs that parents can connect with, right, for them to, help their children become wholesome, help their children become the best versions of themselves. I always like to say the best versions of themselves because, hey, every human being different, every child is different. So the moment we understand that everyone has a version of themselves that they need to be, the moment we understand this, then we stop setting expectations that are not for our children. We focus more on raising the child that we have rather than raising the child that we want our child to be. Okay, so it takes a lot of wisdom. It takes a lot of wisdom, a lot of patience, a lot of insight, and definitely a lot of knowledge for you to recognize the child that God has given to you. Even when the master, Jesus told a lot of stories. Okay, Jesus told a lot of stories, and those are, the stories that we read in the scripture as parables. Okay, he told a lot of stories. I'm using the Bible because I'm a Christian. All right, so you can use it as a reference book. But I'm sure even in other holy books, there were lots of stories told. Stories have been a tool for sending messages. Stories have been a tool for passing knowledge across many generations. Across for many generations. All right. So as a parent, if you're not using stories in as a tool in your parenting, then there is something you need to learn. And of course, you are in the right place because here we tell stories. We love stories. We are experts in creating stories to teach children, in creating stories to help children gain knowledge, in creating stories that can help parents, right? That can help parents parent their children or support their children effectively. No wonder we take our time and we do it happily, creating stories that children and parents can connect with. Okay, and that is why we have created a new resource in this at the end of this year. Right now, it's out for pre-order. It's called Christmas Stories for Champions. Don't worry, it's not just stories about Christmas and how the three wise men visited. That's not what it is. It is just it is a collection of stories that parents have told to their children. Okay, stories that captures the experiences that parents had 20, 30, 40 years ago growing up as young children. And why are we telling the stories? We're telling stories so that parents can level up with their children, so that you can level up with your children. We want stories that will trigger you to tell your own stories that will help you begin the conversations. So when you read Christmas Stories for Champions, or when your children read Christmas Stories for Champions, they will ask you question. Oh, mom, is this true? Oh, dad, wow, did that happen? Is that what happens in so and so place also? And you'll be like, oh, wow, absolutely. And then this will help you remember your own experience. And so you will tell stories. So this is going to be a holiday of stories. Okay, just go ahead and order a copy or pre-order a copy right now because it's really very cheap. Let me tell you the secret. Very, very cheap right now. After now, it won't be this cheap. Do you have someone that needs to be here right now? Because I'm bringing my guest right on screen right now. Do you know someone that needs to be here right now? Do you know someone that has children between the ages of 6 and 13 and needs to be here right now? Please invite them. Share the link with them on YouTube. Like our YouTube channel. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification button so that you can get a notification every time we go live. On Facebook, please like the page or like this post, and of course, tag your friend on the post so that they can come and gain knowledge. The Bible says that knowledge shall be the stability of thy time. If you don't have knowledge right now, you will not be stable as a parent. And the worst thing that will happen to you, or you want to happen to you, is to continue to be the parent that is not confident. Children see through you. Children know parents who are confident. I promise you this. When you are winging your parenting, your children know, because you can't afford to be consistent as someone that is winging your parenting. But when you are consistent, when you are confident, your parenting has got a pattern. It's got a style. It's got something to read that even your child can testify to. All right, I'm bringing my guest up right now because I am not supposed to be in this session alone. It is not my journey. I tell my own story every day. So this story is for Amaka and Adeze, and they'll be sharing Adeze's story with us. Parenting is a journey. Your child is on a journey, and it's very important that you help your child identify with that journey. The earlier they can identify with their journey, the more involved they are in their journey, the more they understand the journey, the faster they will take charge and own that journey. If you don't do this, this is how you raise entitled children, because they are participants. They are not participants in their journey. How do I put it? They are not fully involved in their journey. They are just around. They are just around and being led and directed everywhere. So that's why they do things and they don't know that they are the ones that will suffer the consequences, or they are the ones that will enjoy the consequences, because somewhere along the line, you have made their journey about you and not about them. So I'm bringing my guest on screen right away. All right, so two beautiful, what's going on here? Uh-oh, did I just lose them? Okay, for a minute they were there, and for the next minute, I can't seem to see them anymore. All right, okay. Sorry, it's a lot different when you are using your phone. When you are using the computer, life is easier. But my computer picture quality hasn't been amazing, so we have to use the phone. Why is it telling me to invite them? Okay, I think I got them on screen right now. Hello, mommy. Good evening, Adeze. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Are they frozen? Hi,
yes, we can hear you.
All right. Good evening, ma. How are you doing?
We are doing great.
Ada, how are you? Our namesake. How are you, sweetie? How have you been?
I'm fine.
You're good. Are you done with your exams? Have you finished your exams?
Yes.
Oh, exam is finished. So that means I'll be seeing your report now. All right, love. How are you doing? All right, so Ada, I'm going to give you a chance to introduce yourself to us and to introduce your beautiful mommy to us. Please go ahead, sweetie. Take the stage.
My name is Ibe Adeze, and I am 9 years old. I am in primary. The name of my school is Upright Christian International School, Kurudu, Abuja.
All All right, beautiful. How about your mommy? What's your mommy's name? I don't know mommy's
My
name.
mommy's name is
I'm sure you do. All right. Awesome. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining us, Adeze, and thank you for joining us, Mommy. Okay, so we just want to talk a little about, your journey, because we know parenting is a journey and we know that you have been on that journey. All right, you've been on that journey. You understand as a parent the need to be coached as a parent, and you also understand the need for your child to also be coached, so that each of you is running your journey. So let me ask you, how has it been, working with a child who understands her journey? How has it been since you got, to that place where you started involving her in her own journey?
Thank you very much. Actually, it has not been easy initially. You know how kids they do their
I
things.
know, I know.
You keep reminding them, do this, do that, make sure that
This network, don't joke with me this evening. Is this me or is it you? Can you hear me? Please, if you're online watching, can you hear me? Or is it Ada's? Is it Amaka's? Is it their network or is mine? Please, can you hear? If you're watching, please, can you hear us? Can you hear them?
yes, can you hear me?
Okay, I can hear you now. For a minute, I stopped hearing you. All right, go ahead, ma'am.
Okay, sorry. I think it's my network.
Okay, okay. Okay, so go ahead. You said
Yes,
it
I said
hasn't been easy.
initially it
Yeah,
wasn't easy. Getting kids to do the things they are
that
supposed
they
to
have to do.
do at the she does her
Exactly.
chores absolutely.
Okay, this network is not
When
nice this evening.
I want to faulty. So Ada has been doing very well actually, and the daddy is impressed, highly activity at home. Even in school, they actually gave her the best behaved. She
Aww.
wowed us in the house, honestly. she
We like good news.
yes. I'm so proud of her. Honestly,
Yeah.
I'm so proud of her. Mastermind has been good to us, honestly. I don't think we are going anywhere. We are pinned in this mastermind class.
From the beginning, funny enough, you've been here from the beginning. I know how. I remember the first time, Ada came for the meeting and she was really very quiet and all of that, and how, so there was that meeting, we had, and she was supposed to do a review. She was supposed to do a review during that meeting, and we
Exactly.
skipped her. We skipped her completely. I know, as in, the way a normal, as in regularly, a child who doesn't want to do something will just let you go. This guy, sure you have forgotten me. It's okay now. Let me just hide in my corner. The meeting was about to end, and she's like, I want to do my review. I was like, okay. I was like, can't see, we can't end this meeting, and that has to do her review. And it's so amazing, especially so it's not amazing, especially for them who are girls. For those of them who are girls,
Yes.
she's soft spoken. She's soft spoken. Don't worry, you can't see her clearly. She's such a beautiful little girl. All right. So and then she's really soft spoken. So you would just think she would just stay there and just allow it go. But no. So I remember that day I was like, oh, I am so excited that you didn't allow this past you. And that's really very
Actually told me
important. And
about it. Yes, she did. I wasn't around that day
oh,
actually.
you
She
weren't.
actually told me I wasn't around. She said, "Mommy, I did it today. I did it." I
Oh,
said,
that was
"That's how
so
to
nice. That was so
just
nice. It was
open up, see it, because
yes.
she actually planned for it." She made her books, she
Oh,
made her reviews with us, you know.
okay.
So and I said, make sure you do this review. Don't allow it to pass by. She
Exactly.
actually promised and she did it. I was really happy with her that she was excited doing it actually.
Uh, and it's something because it was at the end. We were like going to say, so everybody, can we just say bye bye? And we were going to go. And she's like, excuse me, I have not reviewed. Like, guys, sorry, we had to give Ada a few minutes to review and all of that. And
Yes.
these things make us, it makes me very excited. And you know how it is with the mastermind. These children, I'm beginning
Yes.
to feel like they feel like, addition to Kamsi and Ada for me, like each of them, I can't even respond to their reports without mentioning their names. It gives me that sense of, okay, this is my person, we are together, that kind of thing. And it's amazing to watch them grow, for some of them. It's amazing to watch some of them who were really very quiet beginning to come out of their shell, and all of that. And I am I'm super proud. Ada, I hope you're proud of yourself because I know how Ada has worked hard. In her report, she will say, I'm working on talking to people nicely. I'm working on controlling my emotions. So
Ah,
it means that it's not a fluke. It's not by chance that she
it's
became
not
that in school.
at
It
all,
simply
at
means
all.
that the goal thing we're talking about is working because it simply means that she made it a goal and then she worked on that goal every day.
Every
She
day.
works on the phone every day. And hey, even the school, this is not about you as a parent saying, oh, she's better now. This is a third party saying to you,
Exactly.
we see the work.
Exactly.
Well
You
done,
need to see
mommy.
how I was so happy.
Yeah,
I saw all these things are really working. They are working. I never knew they are working, honestly.
they do, they do. And it is when I say it a lot. I say to people when I go for PTC, as in parent teacher conference, when I go for
Yeah.
conferences, usually the first thing, as you hand me the report sheet or whatever, the first place I go to is the back. I flip to the back in my children's school. It's 2 sheets. So I flip to the back
Yeah.
where you have the parts that has their character, that has how they relate to to other people and all of that. Because I jokingly say that is my own report. That's why I jokingly say, I said that one is my report card. The one in front
Exactly.
is the child's report card. So all the
Exactly.
grades, when you have A plus or B plus or whatever, that's your own grade. Accept it with your chest. Then I go to behind. Behind is my own report. It tells me
Sure.
how I have been able to support the child. It tells me how the springboard that I am giving the child is manifesting. It may not happen all at once, but at least let them say, oh, they're not struggling anymore. They are in the middle now. So at every point that there is progress, we should applaud ourselves and applaud the small efforts, and the
Yeah.
small progress that we're making. So well done, mommy. Well done, Ada. You should be proud of yourself. Okay. All right. All right.
Thank
So,
you.
Ada, do you want to share with us, one of the things or the things that you enjoy the most in the mastermind, Ada?
I enjoy doing book reviews,
Wow. All right. So you enjoy
and I
doing okay,
also
can you okay, I'm listening.
enjoy it when you ask me questions and I answer. Like when we do the videos and you ask us what did we learn from the videos. That's my favorite part of the
Ah.
mastermind.
Uh, all right, so Ada's mom. So we already have a talking Ada. So that's what it
Yes,
means.
sir. You won't believe it.
We already
This
have a
is a
talking
huge
Ada
milestone
because
for me,
hey,
honestly. Yes.
because
You
you
won't
know how
believe
that
what happened
one.
today. She came, yeah, she came back from school and told me, Mommy, I actually made new friends today. I said, learn to
Ah,
make friends. I actually made friends. Mommy, I'm proud of myself. I'm actually making friends.
you should be. You should be, my dear. You should be. So that's something. That's something. And my joy is really full because I know when Ada came to the mastermind, she was just 8, right? She was just
Yes.
about 8.
Yes, eight.
Yeah.
8
So
years, yes.
I know and I know how we've watched her. So I feel like a part of your family right now.
You are actually, you are. Anytime I would say I would call Coach Mary Beth. So mind yourself.
All right, so it's so good when we see the children make progress, and this progress does not have to be 360 degrees. It doesn't have to be big. Even the small ones, we are excited by the small ones. We are excited about the small progress and all of that. So well done to
Yeah.
both of you. Well done to Daddy also. You know.
Yes.
All right. So Adam, can you share with us one of the things that you struggled with before that since you joined the mastermind you're not struggling with anymore?
I was struggling with talking freely.
Uh, so right now you don't struggle with that anymore.
Yes.
Well done, Steve. Well done. So let me give you a bit of an insight into what Ada is talking about. So in the mastermind, we have children from 7 different countries. So we have children from English-speaking countries and children who have English as their second language. So you come to the mastermind. I remember when some of the kids had to review. They are Cameroonians. That live in Canada, in the French-speaking area of Canada. And the mom actually said to me, "Oh, that they're not very sure, they want to do the review because they feel like their English is not, and all of that." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "What are you talking about? Please let them bring it on and all of that. And I'm like, they'll be fine. So they came and they gave the review. When they finished giving the review, I called the mom. I said, "What were you people talking about?" As in, what were you talking about? What language thing? As far as I'm concerned, this language was just smooth and was just beautiful and all of that. So we have all these children, 30 something of them, and we have like 20 something of them in a meeting at the same time. And the children have just finished reviewing a story, or they finished reading stories and all of that, and they are sharing. So you're listening to other children about your age sharing the story. They are looking at the camera, they are gisting, nobody is laughing at anybody, everybody's clapping and all of that. So somehow the children are inspired to want to do more. Okay, so that's why I always say to parents, it's beautiful that you are learning. It's amazing that our children are learning from instructors, learning from teachers and all of that. But there's one particular learning that is so effective that you don't want to play with, and that's children learning from children. There is a huge way that peer mentorship works. When children are inspiring each other, children are put in a circle where they can inspire each other, a circle that challenges them and holds them accountable. In fact, this term we even said it's even going to be deeper this cohort, because the mantra this cohort is leaving no child behind. That's the mantra. We're not leaving any child behind. So that's one. I didn't say, "Mom, that a child lost disappear for 1 week. I'm not going to allow you to rest. I will hound you." I'm not allowing anybody rest. I will hound you. There's no resting in this matter. Because you know why we say there's no rest in this matter? Because there isn't too much that we're doing here. There isn't too much that we're doing here. So what we've done is we've created a system where the process is easier. Okay, we have a system where the process is easier. For the younger ones, where they even meet less, we just have a system that is easier just because we are interested in the children doing something every day. So we don't want the process to tire them out so that they are not achieving the real thing. The real thing is that they can direct themselves. How they direct themselves at home is what is more important to us than the reports that they give us. So yes, it's the doing. We're concerned about the doing. So we don't want the work to stop you from the doing. Do it. The work is just by the way. So thank you very much. Thank you very much, Ada. Thank you very much, Mommy. So Mommy, let me ask you. So in the mastermind, how do you think, from the way we relate to with the children, right, and all of that, how does that, what does that do for you? Because right now for us, it's also feedback. We're trying to get from parents, do you think, we are not handling the children well? Or is there something that in the way we handle them that you want us to look at more? It will help us. We like feedback and we take them very kindly. So talk to us about the relationship, how we relate to the children, myself, the coaches that we bring in, how do we relate, and how do you think we could do even better with that? Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Actually, in this mastermind class, I actually love the approach you guys bring in. You all know that, yeah, you are relating with children, right? And the way you softly talk to them, making them to understand the angle they want to hear, the things they want to hear.
Mm.
That's actually my taking. I love anytime she's doing that mastermind, I love being around. I love the softness of the serenity of the whole place. And those children will stay calm and listen to you quietly without interruption and all that. You guys are really doing great in this mastermind. I actually brought in a friend, a sister,
Yeah,
a
you did.
family friend actually, yeah. And I'm happy. She has joined. She's giving me feedback. I'm proud of everything you guys are doing. Sure, I am,
Mhm.
you know.
Thank you so
So
much, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much. Ada, so share with us. This is a very short class, so we'll let you go very soon. So share with us who are those who inspire you in the mastermind, who inspire you in the mastermind and all that.
The people who inspire me in the mastermind is Kamsi
Okay. All
and
right.
you.
All right then. All right. So Ada does not inspire you, prevail, and then Nancy and all of that. So I'm sure you're learning one or two things from every one of them, right?
Yes.
Exactly. And you inspire us too. We like the way you are so calm. Ada would be so calm. You would think that that's like some 12-year-old. She sits down there, and a lot of times I don't even see mommy in the background. I don't see daddy in the background. It's just her and a computer. When she needs to put on the what do you call
the
it?
camera.
Mute herself, she mutes herself. When she needs to unmute herself, she unmutes herself. Don't worry, I'm always watching these things. I see these things, I watch these things and all of that. So she's got such a calm spirit, and it's very important that our children know how to manage themselves per time. Okay, it's
Yeah.
important that they know. So when she reports and she says, when she goes like, I'm trying to talk to people nicely, I'm like, which are that? This one that is very, that kind of thing. But but because I know these things, because I know
Yes.
these things and I know how children can be. So I like the fact that she knows that there is time for everything. You understand? There is time for everything, and then she applies that. So well done, Ada. See, this is me giving you feedback. Well done, sweetie.
Thank you. We are grateful. Thank you
All
so
right.
much.
Thank you. So, is that something you would like to say to a parent out there that is contemplating, should I join? Shouldn't I join? Will my children learn? Is that something you want to say to them, ma'am?
Yes, so I have a lot to say. Honestly, I have a whole lot to say. Any parent that does not have the direction of allowing the children pass through this process, Kai, I hope they are watching this.
You're
Honestly,
trying.
they need to
Yeah.
pass through this process because these are children. They need the guide. We need to guide them. We need to push them. So that even if when we are not there, they will be there to self-direct themselves.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And I'm proud of this community. I'm proud. My daughter is also making herself proud in doing all of those. So we are
Yeah.
good to thank you.
Well done. Well done. We're looking at a situation where we can even make the children connect more so they begin to build friendships. It's not every day we meet
That's
children whose parents are thinking at a
exactly,
level.
exactly.
So when you
It's
find people
actually
that parents are thinking at a level, those are the people you should connect with. I say to my friends every time, why are our children going about looking for people we don't know? We are enough. Do you understand?
we are
We are
not.
enough in ourselves.
You,
You know
you
where
know
I'm
we
coming
discussed
from.
that in the house here. We actually want to make that as a contribution that
Yeah,
if there will be a platform where these children will come out, meet themselves.
yeah,
One of the things I know this mastermind have actually done for Ada is her self-confidence. Ada cannot
mm,
come out in a crowd and talk or even greet.
mm,
You know what that means to me? Honestly,
yeah.
you won't understand. She will
I
come in a
know.
crowd, she will see herself at the back, hiding herself. She can't talk. It's not as if she can't express herself. She'll be so
Yeah.
shy to talk. But do you know that this my daughter is impressing me? No, there should be a platform for all of them to come together.
No, we will.
Meet, even if
We
it
do the Yeah, we do the vision, we do the vision board thing. This year, we actually contemplated it. We wanted to have like a red carpet. We wanted a red
Yes.
carpet event for
Yes.
children
Yes.
and all of that.
Yes.
It's just that we didn't pan out, it didn't pan. See, I'm letting the cat out of the bag. So it didn't pan out, well, this year.
Yeah.
So we just said, something, we will just go ahead and do the vision workshop online. The whole idea is to have a platform where the partners get to meet, at least those
Meet
of them who are
physical.
close by
Yes.
and all of that. And if we can even organize a system where the partners in the same, area, they can have their own version, and all of that,
Exactly.
just so that
Exactly.
our children are equally yoked with their kind. It's not every
Exactly.
day, parents, it's not every day you meet parents who share your kind of values. So when
It's
you
not.
meet them and these children meet each other, we want them to connect. We want them to connect beyond online, so that they can meet each other somewhere. I remember when Kamsi went for camp, Auntie Etima's camp. He got
Yeah.
there and he saw three of the kids from the mastermind and he was excited. So they met each
Wow.
other and actually went on, oh, what's up? How you doing? This person is here, that kind of thing. So we want to help them
Yes.
build that community where it
Yes.
doesn't matter where they meet themselves. They know that they've made friendships, for life and
For
all of
life,
that.
honestly.
So yeah, so we're working towards, how we can rope that into the system so that we can build children who can build relationships amongst themselves. So thank you
That would be
so
a
much,
great one.
ma'am, for giving us your
Thank you.
time. Thank you,
Thank
Ada, for being here
We are so
today. We
happy to be
appreciate
here
it
with you.
completely.
Thank you so much.
All right. All right,
All
so let
right.
me let you guys go. So thank you very much. Have a lovely, lovely rest of the
Good
evening.
night.
Bye.
All right. Bye. Bye.
Bye. All right. So thank you everyone who made time to be here today. We do not take it for granted. This is episode 4. We'll be bringing you episode 5 tomorrow. Go nowhere. We are listening and we are watching and we are having parents share with us their mastermind journey. And then apart from that, their personal journey with their children. And of course, how the mastermind has impacted them in the last 4 terms. In the mastermind, we've done 3. Is it 3 or 4 terms? In the mastermind, we've done, this is the 4th term. Okay, but this year in the mastermind, we are doing a yearly subscription in the mastermind where you enroll your child at the beginning of the year, and that enrollment will take the child. We will work with your child for an entire year. We are with your child. We are members of your raising community. We are co-training, co-raising, co-supporting, co-encouraging, co-everything with you. And I promise you, the results cannot, shall not, will not be the same. Because, hey, this is like coming, at the child, supporting the child positively. You are doing your part, the school is doing its part, we are doing our part. And trust me, in all of this, we do it in the sweetest, the kindest, the most beautiful, and the most encouraging way. Thank you very much for being here with me today. You can tell that we relate with these children, and you can tell that there is a connection between us and these children, even from listening to these conversations. So, no, no, no. If we're standing, in the fence, not sure of whether you need to enroll your child or bring your child to the mastermind, I'm sure by now you should start making that decision. All right? We have about 30 something slots left as at today. When we are filled up, we will shut down for the year. So if you want to be a part of this, this is the time for you to enroll your child. Thank you very much. Have a lovely rest of the day. Bye.